You may have heard that modular drums get a bad rep, but I just think they're misunderstood. They look scary, but I want to demonstrate how quick and enjoyable it is to make good beats, and discuss some reasons that I think that they're an asset and why you should consider modular for beat making. I'm using a creator for a kick. You can sculpt the low end, the pitch and the click with ease, and dial in a sound that you want. So I'm tracking all the stuff into Ableton individually so that I can reuse them again in future projects, but you could have all the sounds and the beat just playing at once through your mixer. So I'm just patching up an 808 snare. That's another thing that I love, being able to take specific elements I want from classic machines and again just dial it in. I have the key step triggering things, but because it's also USB, it'll trigger from Ableton too. It's really easy to patch in one thing at a time and make samples if that suits your workflow. Plus, you get sounds that you've tweaked and that are pretty unique to you, like this fracture instead of a traditional clap, for example. And then from that same module you can get a whole new sound. It's much more enjoyable as a process than trawling through thousands of sample packs to find a few good sounds. Here's a cheeky 909 rim, classic sound, full of nostalgia, absolutely love it. Hi-hats for me is where this gets next level and it really shines. You can get a much more organic sound with some modulation. I'm sending an LFO from the product to some sweep on these crunchy 606s. I thought I'd add a new crash with my new Crucible that Austin sent me, thanks Austin, because it can warp the sound. Again, I'm getting crashes that are much more unique than what I used to use. These little things, they tend to compound, and then before you know it, your beat's really, really original. .909's arguably the best hi-hats in the business. Now, another amazing thing here is the ability to use other sequencer modules like this random rhythm, and I believe, like the sequencer above it, it uses stochastic mathematical principles. It'll get me some really unique patterns with some simple clicks. I start with getting every element that I might need, and then you can add and subtract things during the arrangement. It's far better to have too much. Plus, because it's so enjoyable, you don't really mind patching more and more and getting more and more sounds into Ableton. It's not really a burden whatsoever, it's just a nice thing to do. Then, just to hear where we are, I thought I'd quickly throw on some amazing, almost CS80 sounding horn-esque pad to give me a sketch of how it might sound in the mix, and this is another simple process. If you want to see a little bit more on that and on this case, then you'll want to click on this video or wherever it is. Join the Patreon for one-to-one video chats, help with your case or music, Patreon meets, digital goodies and more.